पास बहुत कुछ है, मगर यह भी महत्वपूर्ण है कि हम आत्मसंतुष्ट न हो और हमें यह सुनिश्चित करना है कि ब्रिक्स अगले 15 वर्षों में और परिणामदायी वैक्सीनेशन अनुसंधान और विकास केंद्र शुरू करने पर भी सहमति बनी है। ब्रिक्स अलायंस ऑन ग्रीन टूरिज्म एक और नई पहल है। एक्सेलेंसीज, इन सभी नए इनिशिएटिव्स ने न सिर्फ हमारे नागरिकों को लाभ मिलेगा, हमारा ब्रिक्स संगठन भी आने वाले सालों में प्रासंगिक रहेगा। मुझे विश्वास है कि आज की बैठक ब्रिक्स को भविष्य में और उपयोगी बनाने के लिए उपयुक्त दिशा देगी। हम महत्वपूर्ण वैश्विक तथा क्षेत्रीय मुद्दों पर भी चर्चा करेंगे। अब मैं आप सबसे अपने ओपनिंग रिमार्क्स साझा करने का अनुरोध करता हूं। सबसे पहले मैं राष्ट्रपति श्री को आमंत्रित करता हूं।
Your Excellency Prime Minister Modi, Your Excellency President Ramaphosa, Your Excellency President Bolsonaro, Your Excellency President Putin, it's my great pleasure to meet you in virtual format and discuss BRICS cooperation. Prime Minister Modi, I want to thank you and the Indian government for the thoughtful arrangements. This year marks the 15th anniversary of BRICS cooperation. Over the past 15 years, our 5 countries have enhanced strategic communication and political trust in the spirit of openness, inclusiveness, and equality, respected each other's social system and development path, and explored a sound way for countries to interact with each other. Our 5 countries have sought synergy between our development policies and drawn on our complementarities. We have made solid progress in various areas of cooperation in the spirit of pragmatism, innovation, and win-win cooperation, and we have forged ahead on our common journey of development. Our 5 countries have supported multilateralism and taken part in global governance in the spirit of equity, justice, and mutual assistance, and we have become an important force on the international stage to be reckoned with. Since the beginning of this year, our 5 countries, overcoming the impact of COVID, have maintained the momentum of BRICS cooperation and secured new progress in many areas. What has happened shows that as long as we pool our mind and our effort, then we can make smooth, solid, and sustained progress in BRICS cooperation, come what may. I look forward to in-depth exchanges with you, my colleagues, and jointly set the direction for the future of BRICS. Next year, China will take over as the chairman of BRICS, and we will host the 14th BRICS Summit. We look forward to working with our BRICS partners to deepen all areas of our cooperation and build a closer and more results-oriented partnership to meet our common challenges and create a better future. Thank you.
धन्यवाद राष्ट्रपति श्री। अब मैं राष्ट्रपति रामाफोसा को ओपनिंग रिमार्क्स के लिए आमंत्रित करता हूं।
Your Excellency Prime Minister Modi, Your Excellency President Xi, Your Excellency President Bolsonaro, Your Excellency President Putin, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank you, Prime Minister Modi, and India for convening this virtual 13th BRICS Summit. We are indeed meeting in unprecedented times. The COVID-19 pandemic has had a devastating impact on human life, livelihoods of our people, economies of our countries, and communities around the world. As much as we have known sorrow and hardship, we have also known solidarity and cooperation, especially amongst our 5 countries. Our collective response has demonstrated what can be achieved when we work together. All tracks of our BRICS cooperation have been oriented towards concrete responses to the pandemic. As the BRICS countries, we must continue to safeguard our people's lives and livelihoods. We must continue to support global economic recovery and enhance the resilience of all our public systems. We must also ensure equal access to COVID-19 vaccines, the diagnostics as well as therapeutics, because that is the only way in which we can collectively respond to this pandemic that engulfs the world. We each need to contribute our fair share to the Access COVID-19 Tools Accelerator and also support the proposal made by India and South Africa at the WTO for a waiver of the TRIPS mechanism to ensure a rapid expansion of COVID-19 vaccines production across the world. We welcome the decision of our Ministers of Health to operationalize a virtual BRICS Vaccine Research and Development Center. The pandemic has reinforced our belief that representative multilateralism is the key to a sustainable future for all. We therefore also welcome the joint statement on strengthening and reforming the multilateral system issued by our foreign ministers in June. And we call on BRICS to be equally bold and determined in seeking reform of the United Nations Security Council, among other things, to enable Africa to take its rightful place among the collective nations of the world in this crucial body. We are now in the final decade towards meeting the Sustainable Development Goals. We must remain focused on the attainment of better health outcomes while also pursuing the goals of quality education, decent work, climate action, and peace and justice. Lastly, we must strengthen our cooperation, deepen our partnership and our friendship, and actively strive towards a world of better health, better opportunity, and shared prosperity for all. I thank you.
धन्यवाद राष्ट्रपति रामाफोसा जी। मैं राष्ट्रपति बोल्सोनारो को उनके ओपनिंग रिमार्क्स के लिए आमंत्रित करना चाहूंगा।
Mr. Narendra Modi, Prime Minister of India, Mr. Xi Jinping, the President of the People's Republic of China, Mr. Cyril Ramaphosa, the President of South Africa, Mr. Vladimir